Adding fractions with unlike denominators. An example of a question where they have unlike denominators is something like this. 1/4 plus 1/3. Now if I try and visualize that, here's 1/4. For reference, here's 1 whole. So 1/4 plus 1/3. I try and add them together, and it's meaningless. I don't know what size this is compared to the whole because they're two different denominators. They cut up into two different sizes. So what I need to do is I need to make them the same denominators. I need to create some equivalent fractions to this, so when I add them together, that it makes meaning. So how do I do that? Well, I need to cut up 1/4 and 1/3, okay, into the same size pieces. To do that, I look at the denominators, 4 and 3, and I decide, well, what number can both 4 and 3 go into? Okay, well, the first one I can think of is 12. So I'm going to make this one into out of 12. So I think, how do I turn 4 into 12? Well, I times it by 3. Now, whatever I do to the bottom of the fraction, I need to do to the top of the fraction to keep it equivalent. Go over to this one. 3. How do I turn it into 12? Well, I times it by 4. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. I'll rewrite this now with our new equivalent fractions. So I have 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 3 is 12. So 1/4 is the same as 3/12. 1 times 4 is 4, 3 times 4 is 12. So 1/3 is the same as 4/12. Okay, so let's visualize what that is. I had my quarter, and now I've made it into 12ths. And we can see when I put my 12ths together that they're the same as 3/12 is the same as 1/4. Same goes for 1/3. I now have 4/12, which is the same as 1/3. Now, if I've got my 3/12 and my 1/12, I can add them together because they're cut up into the same size pieces. And when I add them together, it makes sense. If I have 3/12 plus 4/12, altogether I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/12. So when I'm asking a quarter plus 1/3, what is that related to the whole? Okay, well that is 7/12.